with these bands for the entire month. So, we have decided to show you this for no extra charge. Now I know what you're saying to yourselves. That looks like a suitcase, like any suitcase I might have in my own home, and I grant you that it is a suitcase, with one conspicuous exception. On the other side of this otherwise normal suitcase, Master of Fine Art Dex Tran Cafe has installed an oil painting, frame, canvas, and all, and on the inside of this otherwise normal suitcase, he has installed an oil painting, frame, canvas, and all. On the inside of this otherwise normal suitcase, he has installed. Like I said, we've been in a bus for a really long time. On the inside of this otherwise normal suitcase, he has installed an ingenious system of gears, levers, and pulleys, which poke, prod, needle, and pull real-life motion from that otherwise still canvas. What you are about to see is not digital. There is no legerdemain. There is no sleight of hand. It is all 100% mechanical. It is all 100% built by the disgusting hands of the artist himself. Yes. But you are going to have to keep reminding yourselves of that, because when we turn the suitcase around and the artist presses the crank, pressing the gears and levers on the inside into service, your eyes will not believe what they see, and it is a sight. So, if you would like to see the amazing motion picture box, we do not ask for your cash donations. I guess we are actually asking for your cash donations. We wouldn't refuse your cash donations. But what we really want is your approbation, which is just a word that rhymes with cash donation, which just means applause. So if you can clap right now.
He gazed upon his kingdom for a long while, but the map was small and not very detailed, and he grew dissatisfied. So soon enough he called for the royal cartographer and requested that a larger, more elaborate map be made, a magnificent map that would capture the expanse of the kingdom,